Hello and welcome to the Hawkstone Jubilee Classic for the year 2002, which takes place on Sunday, the 21st of July. The event is organised by the Shropshire Classic Club, and it's got to be one of the biggest classic meetings of the season. It takes place annually, but of course we weren't here 12 months ago, and that was because of the foot and mouth. A better view from here. Now, number 7 has just gone through, and that was Arthur Browning. I would think the conditions here are ideal. We had a drop of rain on Friday, some more yesterday. I think it rained in the night as well. And at the moment it's dry overhead, and as you can see, no dust rising off the course. It's a lovely view from up here, but unfortunately when the racing gets underway I don't have time to get to this point. Although that looks like a number 20, I think it's 120, Rob Jones from Llanidloes. Paul Lippett, number 70, I think he'll be going in race 2. 145, that was Rob Hamer, I think he'll be going in the pre-65s. And with number 1 on the bike and on the back of his shirt, that's Terry Challoner. The practice sessions are now over, so the riders have got about an hour to either have a rest or tweak up those engines a little bit. Is there something wrong with Steve Patrick's bike? They all sounded in a good mood. 364, Pat Aldridge from Halesworth.
Yes. Yeah, that's right, Frank, yeah.
Lovely day, isn't it?
Beautiful day.
Now we've got a gentleman here.
Graham Jones tweaking up the BSAs while his son Rob has a kip. Hope he'll wake up in time. Roger Hamer's all prepared, but what about son Rob?
How are you, Frank?
How are you then?
Top man, I am.
What do you think of the course?
Too hard for me.
It isn't, is it?
It's tall today.
Andrew Notch, Jawa Matisse in bits, and I think it's his father working on it. It needs to be ready for race 7. Ready in a few minutes, will you?
Yes, I will, yeah.
Good.
In fact, something here, but it wasn't the push rod either, so it's a little bit of a mystery, to be honest with you.
A bit of a worry at the moment, then?
No, not got to worry about it. Life's too short.
It's just as it was in the 1960s. Oh, wait a minute, Terry's working on the bike. I think Terry's going to be okay now. He's getting a few tips from Arthur. The lap scorers are up in the box, and our commentator today is Ron Lippett. So out they come, and the first rider we see, that was Chris Castles. Nigel Sowerby, followed by Brian Littler. Then I saw 701, that was Keith Alderman. Dart, number 288. John Littler, number 117. They're trying to sort themselves out on the line. I hope they've got enough spaces. John Littler right next to the starter's box, and there is the starter, John Powys. They're under orders. I think we'll see a flag in a moment. Look out, here they go. And was it John Littler who got off to a flying start? We pick them up as they come through the sandpit. It's a yellow shirt out in front. Now it's a white shirt. That was Dave Rowlandson from Brian Littler. 211. That was Chris Castles. Keith Alderman on the Yamaha. Each race is approximately 3.5 laps. Number 29, that's Keith Barnes. Got the number on the back of his shirt. That's a great help. Alec Dorrell from Stourport, number 277. Remember, some riders don't go quite as fast as the others. We're back now with the leaders. They're on lap 2. And that was a yellow shirt out in front. Now, was it John Littler or Brian? And in third place, Peter Hollingshead. 24, that's John Turner. John Poleman riding a CCM 580. Sean Patton just ahead of John McCrink. Alec Dorrell again. That was the leader, John Littler, and he's opened up quite a big gap. In second place, it's his brother Brian. Is it going to be a 1-2 for the Littlers? Third is Peter Hollingshead. And in fourth place, Chris Castles. And Dave Rawlinson down in fifth. He was the early leader. I saw John Turner. The sand pit over there, and one or two riders a bit worried about that early on, but I think it's all okay now. I thought Charles Preston was going to go over the fence then. Scott Maxwell, number 58. And that's John Littler with about 100 yards to go before he takes a checkered flag and wins this first race for the pre-74s. Now who's in second place? It's his brother Brian. And I think that rider's been lapped, and the next one. And in third place, it's number 454, Peter Hollingshead. Oh, we've got just a little bit of a problem on the corner. I think it's Rupert Copin who's just come off. A good team of marshals here today. And 4-7, that was Darren Bloor. John Poleman, just outside the top 10. Remember though, this was a very big race. Another rider having a bit of trouble on the corner. It's 315 Nigel Parry from Shrewsbury. 125 Ian Stainton had to go a bit wide. Out they come for race 2, led by Terry Challoner. It's unit over 250cc, and this is the A group. 633 there, that was OG. Andy Hunt from Birmingham, number 11, followed by Bruce Grant. $716 is a late entry. Mark Boxley, number 83. Then it's Paul Lippett. 151, that was Mike Woods. 71 is John Hart. Well, here we are on the line, and I can see Terry Challoner over there, right in the middle. Who's going to be first into the corner? It looks like a yellow shirt. And as we pick them up on this first lap coming through the sandpit, it's Terry Challoner out in front. It's Terry out in front. Now who's second? It looks like 327. Glenn Mottershead from Mike Woods. Then I saw Peter Nadin. And over there in the distance, just a glimpse of Terry Challoner. There goes the rider in second place. Quite a big gap between first and second.
So let's hope that cuts sentinels together this time, because it fell off in there, but it's still Glenn.
That's Terry coming in to finish lap 2.
But he's got a lot of riders coming up behind him now.
And he's got quite a lead over the rider in second place. But there's quite a battle going on there. We're in the blue shirt, that was Mike Woods. Terry comes down the hill and goes in under the trees. So who is in second place? It's Glenn Mottershead from number 264, that's Peter Nadin. And the rider wearing that husky shirt, I think it was 716. And after that, well, your guess was as good as mine. Howard Austell on the Triumph Cotton. Terry Challoner showing the rest of the field how to go, 100 yards or so, and then he starts the last lap. But look at the race for second place. It's Glenn Mottershead from Peter Nadin in the red shirt, and then I think it's the husky rider. And I think they started this final lap all together. Peter Nadin has shot up the hill, and what's happened to Glenn Mottershead? He flew over the jump, didn't have a good landing, and I think he's out of this one. I don't suppose Terry saw any of that, and he's not going to be worried in the least. He's got this race sewn up. It's Peter Nadin in second place, and can he hold on? A couple of riders just starting their last lap, but we're waiting now for Terry Challoner to take the checkered flag. He's going to win this first race for the unit over 250cc class. It's sponsored by Rays of Cradley Heath. And what a race for second place, and it goes to the man wearing the red shirt, Peter Nadin, and third is number 716. Did anyone recognise him? Fourth place, the rider from Dumfries, Mike Woods. Mark Boxley, fifth. I don't know what went wrong with Glenn Mottershead. It all happened very quickly. Perhaps the chain came off. Number 99, John Cashnella, not quite in the top 10. Race 3 as race 2, but this is the B section. Jim Hodgkinson leading the way for Rob Jones. I think he had a good kip. 427, David Groves. 241. It was Wayne Hyde, and it didn't take him long to put that back wheel on. Number 20, Steve Fry. 251, I saw there, James Holt. Here in the white shirt, number 412, Mark Gessie. And number 3 is Russell Goff. All the ones, I'm sorry, I think that's a late entry. Well, here's the lineup. Oh, and they're quickly away. And I saw a white shirt going very quickly, and it is a white shirt out in front. It's Mark Gessie from James Holt. I don't know who was third. Peter Gerrard in 5th place. And the field spreading out a bit, even on this first lap. That's Carl Elliman on the Victor. He's from Tamworth. John Perkins, number 482, a little bit late away. And I can see Graham Jones over there looking a bit worried. Now, what has happened to Rob? I don't think we've seen him go through. And here comes the leader, number 412, Mark Gessie on the Cheney BSA. And in second place, I thought for a moment that was Rob Jones, but no, it's number 20, Steve Fry. In third was 407, Ed Spear.
407, Ed Spear is up there in the third.
Lippett doing a great job. The next one, that was Peter Gerrard. And it's Roger French from James Holt. And I missed the third one. And I think they've all got the hang of the hill climb now. Is that 444 John Bance? Oh, he puts his hand up, so I think he's pulling out. John Perkins, he had that slow start, but making up for it now. And here comes the leader, Mark Gessie, and he'll soon be starting this final lap. And he's opened up a fair gap on the rest of the field. In second place is Steve Fry. And the rider from Bristol, Ed Spear, third. Now on the last lap, and I don't think those first 3 places are going to change. Someone was coming back down the hill then. And we've got a bike on the floor over there. Was that Graham Smith, number 422, followed by number 39, Dave Godley. Rider looks a little bit shook up, but he has got his bike off the course. And here's Mark Gessie coming in to win his first race of the day in the unit over 250cc B section. Takes the checkered flag. Now who's in second place? And there he is, number 20, Steve Fry from Wimborne. Ed Spear has just finished in third place, and number 251, James Holt, fourth. The riders are coming onto the line for race 4, another big field, pre-74s up to 250cc's. We've got a couple of reserves in the programme, so there should be 40 in the lineup. The starter, John Powis, is making his way to the box. Less than 15 seconds to go. And they're off. Now who gets the best start? I thought it was a black shirt out in front. There goes the leader, and it's number 44, Ian Evans. And as Ian crosses the finishing line for the first time, he's really stretching his field. "40 riders in this pre-74 race. And that's Andy Miller just letting the dust settle a little, followed there by number 38, Ralph Lee. But that was the leader, number 44, Ian Evans. And who's in second place? It's Dave Fisher, followed there by 55, Andy Story. And Paul Lippett down in about 5th, or is it 6th place? Wearing the yellow shirt, that was Keith Alderman. Didn't he go in race 1? And so did Brian Littler. He was second in that first race. Down the field a bit now, though. "302 not in the programme, but is it Tony Cummins? Is that Mike Wadsworth? No mistake in the leader, Ian Evans from Bridge North. No, and this chap isn't in second place. It's number 37, Dave Fisher, who's chasing Ian. Those other two have just been lapped. And one more lap to go. Dave Fisher going up the hill, and I don't think he's going to catch Ian. Who was that wearing the CZ shirt? That's Gary Ellis on the Honda. John Goff and family are here today. They've come from Aberystwyth. Two red shirts having a bit of a race. Now that's 147, Darren Bloor. Here comes the leader, Ian Evans on the Honda 250. He's going to win this pre-74 race. Takes the checkered flag just as he laps a slower rider. That's Doug Wardle. No, not quite in second place. We're looking out now for number 37, Dave Fisher, and there he goes. So it's Dave who finishes in second place, and third I think goes to number 261, Keith Best.